Monsters are coming! Rockin' Road is hitting Xbox Game Pass for PC as the latest roguelite bullet heaven game to hit the service. The selling point on this one is resource gathering, that's right. You've got a mobile city to try and get to a safe destination, and your hero's gonna chop some wood and gather a bunch of stones as it automatically wheels its way down the screen. It actually ends up being a pretty fun concept with just enough content to keep things feeling fresh before they get too dull. This is the XboxEra review of Monsters Are Coming! Rockin' Road for PC. As stated in the opener, Rockin' Road, saying the entire name every time is just way too long, is a top-down view title where a mobile city automatically journeys down the screen towards a safe new home. Monsters are indeed coming, ready to destroy your city and murder all of its inhabitants. To stop this, a hero, that's you, will help clear paths of trees, rocks, and enemies as you attempt to complete these roguelite runs. There's a lot of bullet heaven survivors-like in this title. Both you and your ever-growing city attack on a timer with a bit of targeting needed for your player character. The city begins as a small grid with an automatically shooting tower. Your player has a hand axe that can swing in a small arc in front of them. As each run progresses, you will earn experience points, with which you will build new structures around your city. Every one of these grids is some form of attacker, resource gainer, or passive buff for its neighboring districts. Unlocking new things to build and new weapons for your hero alongside several long-term stat increasers is the roguelite part of the game. You've got 4 total biomes, of which you'll be able to progress through various levels of difficulty on each. The main goal of the game is to unlock and then rescue a bunch of different cities, each with its own layout and passive buffs. Getting each to the Arc, at least on normal difficulty, wasn't too hard. The requirement to unlock certain cities is what actually ended up taking me the longest by far. Some require you to chop down or mine 1,000 total resources in one run. Another wanted me to be no more than 4 building types total throughout an entire run. Some of these requirements, which can be matched by how the game's difficulty system works, were my least favorite part of things. I get why they wanted to promote different playstyles, but I really felt boxed in at times. The runs themselves in Monsters Are Coming! Rockin' Road last anywhere from like 5 to 15 minutes, each run netting you meta upgrade currency, which can be spent on things like faster resource gathering, more health for your city, and a lot more. The runs themselves task you with protecting your automatically moving city through 3 major checkpoints. Each checkpoint nets you a new weapon for your hero and offers up 2 challenge rooms. Those rooms can offer up more resources or weapon upgrades for the hero. Checkpoints also contain a small amount of gold, which can be also found in deposits throughout each run, and a shop in which to spend said gold. The shop itself gives a varied selection of building types for your city. As you kill monsters and farm resources, you'll get blue experience crystals. This is a bullet heaven survivors-like after all. Every time you fill the bar, you can choose one of 3 building types to add to your city. Some benefit certain types around them, and learning how to place each building is key to completing runs successfully, especially as you get up the difficulty chain. The final dash from Checkpoint 3 to the Arc sees you fight against a boss, some with damned clever mechanics. And there's a lot more to runs and progression, but as always, it's best to leave these things as surprises in case you are actually interested in playing. The game doesn't take too long also to let you unlock most of its building and weapon types. That meant that runs never felt overly similar as I progressed through everything. Both your hero and your city have health pools. If the city dies, run over. So you'll need to mine rock, which can heal it. If your player character dies, you'll lose a building spot to their memorial, but then you'll instantly respawn. Any resources you are carrying will be left as a backpack in the world, which you can attempt to recover if possible. In early difficulties, the road's pretty clear with little in the way of your city. This changes quickly as you attempt harder difficulties. The objective of each run changes as well, with hard requirements having things like requiring 500 gold in your bank by the time the run completes and more. The challenges were fun to start with, but their difficulty picked up so much over time that it really dominated the way I could play the game. Because by the end of my playthrough, I felt like I had control over my playstyle far less than I wanted to whenever I wanted to progress. To upgrade the speed at which your city attacks, you'll farm wood. And one difficulty was reaching wood level 50. So by the end of that run, all I was doing was chopping down trees pretty much the entire time. At launch, the game will only be on PC via Steam or the Xbox PC Store. It will release on console in 2026, but playing on PC and on the Xbox Ally X, where a fair number of the footage for this review was taken, it looks and runs fine. It's a really small game. I think it's like 300 or 400 megabytes. The city grids, enemies, hero, and the looks of each area are detailed enough, though they're not super varied. Sound-wise, which is a key for this genre, it has one great song and a few decent ones. I found myself playing on the first stage as often as I could because of how much I liked the music there. Also, oddly enough, the sound effects were set to like half volume by default for me in my review copy, so depending on the full release, you might want to go in and up them to match the music. And finally, and it's a nice thing to get to say every time, I ran into no bugs while playing. The only issue I had was a lack of cloud sync on Steam a couple of times, biting me in the butt, but that is a platform issue and not one tied directly to this game. Wrapping things up, monsters are coming. Rockin' Road is a solid addition to the never-ending bullet heaven roguelike survivors-like genre. It looks nice, plays well, and has at least one bopper of a track to help carry it through a series of runs that are only let down by some punitive progression requirements.